It's a new day with new tapes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Zenless Zone Zero. Last time we did a part of the story. Today we are going to continue more stories. So let's just get right into it. Everyone pitched in to the place. Hope you like it, Xiao Yuan. Like the room, anything else you need. Oh, you managed to make this place really so neat. Beautiful in just one day. I really can't thank you all enough. Everything's perfect. I love it. Call me Senior Xingyun, sir. Like Junior Bell does. She told me you're really interested in our training at Yunquei Summit. Since we've got this connection, we at Sweepian Temple will naturally show you proper hospitality. Thanks, Senior Xingyuan. Being with everyone makes me feel so much more at ease. Really different from traveling alone. Heard this place used to be livelier. It'd be so much better if everyone were here. You just stay here without worrying. You could wait for them to all come back. Yeah, Zhou Guang made herself at home. If there's anything you need, or if you want to go shopping or grab a bite, just ask me or Belle. Okay, this is my little home in Phylum Heights now. We must both be exhausted today, right? Why not get some early rest? After saying goodnight, Senior Sister Xingyong goes to rest. I'm so thoughtful. Too bad I can't reveal my identity right now. To find my brother, I'll definitely make a proper apology to all my fellow disciples. For Chuan Xiaogong, I'll find your brother. I doubt my brother's intentions. I'm just so worried about his safety. Please help me investigate. I worked hard today, so go get some rest soon. See you tomorrow. Night, see you tomorrow. Head to bed. Sure thing. Just studying. We're talking to brother. So does Zhao Guang like the room? But everything's good. She really likes it. Looks like Perry also prepared some casual clothes for Zhao Guang on your behalf. When the right opportunity comes, you should ask Zhao Guang to try them on. See if she likes them. Thank you, Perry. Let's go make a surprise for Zhao Guang. Right. But first, we need to find out where Senior Yi is. Sarah went to the porcelain market. Since it's got something to do with some ancient tomes. Maybe you and Zhao Guang can go to the antique shop tomorrow and ask around. Curious about that ancient tome. Anyway, let's leave it for tomorrow. Time to get some rest. Meanwhile, on the other side. So this side you've been hiding. But the people around you never had a clue.
Should I call them adorably oblivious or applaud your flawless performance?
Facing Sarah's gaze, Yishuan, Bishoyu walks out from the shadows, his expression calm.
I never intended to hide this power from them. I just never found the right moment to tell them. Ever since I returned to Weifei, the longer I was trapped in that nightmare, the clearer this form became.
Tell me, why is it that after you erased my nightmare, I can't hide this form anymore? Though, I suppose it does make it easier to move unnoticed.
You should know better than anyone. It's not that I did anything to you. This power has always been the truth you've been suppressing. My authority comes from the Creator, so it naturally returns all things to their true state.
Just like what I demonstrated to you before, I made those sacrifices return to their pure state.
Now they're just aimless drifters. Mindless, memoryless, poor, lost things wandering without purpose. Surely by now you understand my goal isn't meaningless destruction. The Creator can reshape the natural order and lay bare the truth itself. They see your suffering, your talent, and feel pity for your plight. Perhaps the power you and your sister share is more similar than you think.
Similar. I would have preferred if that sword had chosen me from the start.
What a good brother. But since the sword chose her, perhaps it also reflects the truth she's been suppressing. All the while, the sword is consuming her. One day, it'll eventually turn her into the coldest blade. The Creator is different. Their power doesn't take, it gives. They can restore her true freedom, completely severing the connection between the sword and your sister, freeing her from its chains. And you will also be freed from the nightmare forever.
If it means saving Xiaoguang, I'll help you awaken this creator of yours. What about you? Why are you helping me? Or should I ask, what is your wish in all this?
I've already answered many times. For true peace. An unbreakable, ever-standing order. I still remember every one of the Creator's words of wisdom from when I was young. When I read them for the first time. Man prides himself on his cage, treating it as if it was order. But their laws are like sandcastles, easily washed away by the tide. Their principles like spiderwebs, scattered by the slightest breeze. Their existence like a firefly's, extinguished at the slightest touch. But when the Creator's call resounds, there shall be no more extinction, for the seeds of conflict will be erased. No more decay, for the arrow of time shall be stilled. No more suffering, for the restless heart shall be steadied. When they descend, the tongues of those who quarrel shall be frozen. The arms of sword wielders hung in midair. And the hearts of the greedy turned to crystal. Absolute, eternal, unmovable. All coalesced in that clearness. Look at this world. Birth and death. Love and hatred. Power rising and falling. Civilizations waxing and waning. Even without the hollows, chaos and disorder would still fester. Like maggots feeding on detritus. I've realized that the Creator is the answer that can end all of this.
The answer, huh? I hope you're right. Now, I've told you the location of the array. When are you going to take the next step?
Soon. Just a little longer. That sacrifice, that flawless listener, is guarding this area. The purifying ritual to summon the Creator must go off without a hitch. Power. We need even more power to break through this miserable barrier. I can feel the Creator's decree resonating with my own longing. They are there. Somewhere. A grand, cold, flawless will. So close to us.
It grows heavy and deep with Lemon Hollow. Something unknown is stirring in the darkness. Fierce Bangbu is there, standing alone in the shadows. Little hands are clasped together, as if it's praying.
Hold on a little longer. Just a little longer. Very soon, salvation will come.
Night of uproar and secret silently sinks into the deep darkness. Morning light spills across the land. Swibian Temple becomes a new day, and Ningzhuan, Ningzhuan? Sure. It brings news for everyone. Went to Porcelain Market this morning to ask around. Ginger from the antique shop said he remembers seeing that woman in red. Brought a severely damaged ancient tome to Ginger, saying she wanted to restore it. Ginger told him knew what kind of ancient tome was it. Sure yet, Ginger said that since the ancient tome was severely damaged, it's a different job. And so he recommended it to one of his old customers who's obsessed with collecting antique books. Bargainer Bayal? Bayal. Sure. He got his address so we could try our luck and pay him a visit, but Ginger also said he's met some trouble lately and might not be in the best mood. So as first, let's give it a try together. Go to the back alley, though. Ask Bargainer Bio about the tome. Scattered files. Notice eviction deadline. All claims to be above property are hereby void. Vacate the premises within 3 days or face forced evacuation. Atmosphere here somehow doesn't seem very friendly.
Final warning. Everything's in writing. Ownership confirmed. The property must be cleared within 3 days. Tops' new business plans don't wait.
My family's ancestral home, passed down for 3 generations, and now it's yours? Those documents, you fabricated them!
Times have changed. It's all about evidence, not stories. Empty your place within 3 days, or we'll clear it for you. When we clear your place, it won't be gentle. Picture your moldy old books getting crushed by a bulldozer in the landfill. See what becomes of the things you hold dear.
You bunch of bandits!
Everyone leaves.
Uncle Biao? Are you all right?
All right? I'm doing great. 3 days. They expect me to clear out decades of collection in 3 days.
Oh, you have time like this. We have a few things we'd like to ask.
Sorry to bother you at a time like this, but we have a few questions. Do you recall an ancient tome restoration job from the antique shop?
Gone. It's all gone. They were after the collection, and everything's been taken.
Got the written in tome. You still remember?
Do you remember what kind of content was recorded in that ancient tome?
What did the person who took it look like? Did they mention where they were going?
Enough! Can't you see I've got bigger problems? I don't care where the tome went. My ancestral home, where I kept my entire collection, is about to be demolished. I ain't got no time for your questions. Go away, all of you!
Sorry to bother you. I'm very sorry.
About bad timing, Bargainer Biao's ready beside himself with anger. Now he's in the mood to answer any of our questions. Maybe let me try talking to him alone first to help him calm down. Might take a little bit longer, so I apologize for making everyone wait.
Oh, lost at another crossroads in life? What a coincidence running into you here!
Dial-in? What are you doing here?
Me? I'm, of course, here handling complaints. Top's cross-department customer service center at your service, specialized in dealing with the toughest, most unreasonable cases. And besides, if you don't want to miss out on something interesting, you've got to keep an eye out. It's tough working at Krampus. You've got to grab every scrap of credit you can to stay off the bottom of the rankings. You freelancers wouldn't get it. Workplace competition is brutal.
Oh, sounds pretty intense.
Huh? What's with the long faces? What happened?
Briefly tells Island about what just happened.
What a coincidence, huh? Your luck came through again today. I'm here to deal with the same issue. Give me a moment. Let me think.
Yes, you should take some time to think this through.
Time for an ice cream break. Wait here and don't wander off.
What?
How can she be so casual about this?
Everyone is still exchanging glances by the time Dylan quickly returns, waving something in her hands. It's done. The Bargainer Biao is quite the interesting fellow, and possibly bear parting with that one-of-a-kind book, so instead, he gave Sarah a replica. Turns out his cleverness has made things quite convenient for us. Oh. A more mysterious ancient tome with pages stuck together with from moisture damage. Textures are tethered and her pages torn, making many crucial sections hard to decipher. What's just barely legible, the tome appears to be documented unverified legends about the ray related to absorbing miasma, suppressing evil. I managed to get that out of him.
Dial-in? How did you manage to get that out of him?
Yeah, Dial-in. It's like you cast a spell on him or something. How did I do that?
What exactly I did. I was, well, it will remain a secret. But look, I've solved this big trouble for you. Got you what you wanted and even managed to save his house in the process, did you?
Counting the last time I helped you rescue people in the Hollow, and the time before that with delivering Master Lumen, it's starting to feel like you owe me a lot of favors, don't you think?
You're right. I don't know how we can repay you.
We didn't realize how much we'd been relying on you. How can we repay you?
Alright, just scan here to submit a tip. I'm just kidding. You don't actually think I'd cash in on a crisis, do you? I'm not that type of person. What I actually want is, whatever you're up to next, no matter how interesting or how much of a pain, count me in.
Huh? That's it?
Yep, it's that simple. You should be grateful it's me playing the Good Samaritan today and not Senior Zhao. Otherwise... Anyway, do we have a deal?
Done deal.
Thank you, Dylan. You're so kind. Already putting me in the kind person category. Thanks for the compliment.
No. Even if you have other motives, your help before and today is genuine. Right now, we're walking the same path together, and that's good enough for me.
Sometimes you seem like an innocent little girl, and other times, feels like you see right through everything.
Alright, let's just set this aside for now and figure out our next move. Marketer Biao said this tome is extraordinary. Talks about divine purification and some kind of ancient array that can absorb miasma and suppress evil spirits. Whether it actually worked or not, well, that's another story. And the Xiaoguang perks up. This is a matter of utmost importance. Now that we have the stone, let's head back to the Wibian Temple and discuss it there. Xiaoguang seems to have just remembered something. Should I ask now or wait until we're done?
Senior Xiaoguang, are you okay? Your expression just now seemed a bit off.
The array that absorbs miasma and suppresses evil spirits. Actually, when my brother and I were kids, we heard bits and pieces from our parents. They seem to know something about it.
Parents, I haven't heard Senior Ye mention them before.
I hadn't really heard Senior Ye mention your parents before.
Yeah. They passed away when we were very young.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up something heavy.
It's alright. When you think about it, how many people in New Eridu don't carry the pain of losing someone they love? Besides, Mom and Dad were a source of pride for both my brother and me. They both knew a bit of mystic arts, they were free spirits, deeply in love, wandering from place to place in their younger years, seeing the world, enjoying the mountains and rivers. Later, they came to Waifei, witnessed the dangers of the miasma, and couldn't bear to see the workers in the mines suffer. So, they decided to stay and help. With everyone's help, they settled in the residential area near the mines. I was born sometime after that. I was too little to remember much, just a few scattered memories of life back then. But whenever I see the look on my brother's face when he talks about those days, I can tell. They must have been happy. Really, really happy. My brother said that before they passed, they were looking for a better way to suppress the miasma, never expecting that the outbreak 10 years ago would take them so suddenly.
Your parents... did they perish in the miasma outbreak at the old mining site 10 years ago?
Yes. It was chaos back then. I was too young to remember clearly. My brother was badly hurt and unconscious. By the time we finally woke up at the rescue, they were already gone. After that, we just scraped by with whatever help we could get. Kind people like Banyue Shifu would check in on us every now and then. Not long after, he entrusted us to the care of Yunquei Summit.
At that time, I heard that Yunquei Summit was taking in orphans. Since I was leading a rootless life, entrusting the important task of caring for 2 children to Yishuan Shifu was the safer choice. Banyue Shifu, did you also know Xiaoguang's parents?
Banyue Shifu, did you also know Xiaoguang's parents?
We had just a few brief encounters. Back then, I would sometimes help out a little in the mining area.
I'm deeply grateful for your care, Banyue Shifu. Belle, do you remember asking me before whether my brother had been having nightmares? After our parents passed, and before we went to Yunquei Summit, my brother would often have nightmares of our parents being killed by a monstrous figure in the miasma. After we settled at Yunquei Summit, with Shifu and the others by our side, those nightmares gradually subsided.
What if I make the nightmares come back?
Could it be that coming back to Wi-Fi has brought those nightmares back?
Such a tragic story. And the chaos that happened all those years ago, the truth is impossible to unravel. It makes sense that your brother is losing sleep. It isn't just the miasma that can lead to people's deaths.
Huh?
As well as both Yishuang and Banyue fall silent. Dwelling on the past is getting too heavy. It's getting late. Let's head back and discuss our next step.
Right, right, sorry. Talking about my parents always throws me off a little. What matters now is finding my brother. Let's move.
Xiaoguang and the others gradually fade from view, but Banyue lingers. It isn't just the miasma that can lead to people's deaths. Between casual words, yet the cries of the past ring in his ears once more.
Please. Please. Our two children are still so young.
I wish I could see them grow up and not leave them all alone.
Please. I'm begging you.
And reaches out from behind, pulling Banyue back from his silence into the present.
Shifu, aren't we going to follow them? You look like there's something on your mind.
It's nothing. Let's go.
First, I want to check up on the old man, see if there's actually anything in his dialogue. Nope, he's not there anymore. Okay, fine. We'll go back to the temple. Existence transcends mortal measures, standing the divine, perhaps earth. Ancient times there were sages who could communicate with the divine. Whenever the celestial earth changes, a new earth, miasma earth, would converge Earth during the peak of celestial Earth. They built this array, gathering and purifying the miasma to restore the world to birth. With the array complete, though the evil is subdued, yet the seven Earth desires to array power to array core Earth by a willing sacrifice as the key. Earth severely devoted. Do we leave this method if then the consequences are unpredictable? After reading the cryptic tome, everyone puts together all the information so far.
Aside from the sections that are too damaged to read, we can confirm now that Sarah and Senior Ye were investigating the array described in the tome. This array is closely tied to the creator that Sarah seeks. Perhaps it's a crucial step for their so-called audience with the creator.
Array's purpose is to suppress miasma, exalts itself in the merciful divine.
But the array's purpose is to suppress miasma. From what we've seen of the Exaltists, people who treat human lives like weeds, their creator doesn't exactly seem the merciful type.
Sarah sent the remnants out to search. The array might be near the old mining site. Xiaoguang, you lived there before. Do you remember anything about it?
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. If only I could remember more. If only I had talked with my brother more.
Don't be too hard on yourself. I've sensed something off in the depths of the hollow for years now. I've gone searching more than once, but always came back empty-handed. I'll make another trip. Just wait for my word.
Hey, going in aimlessly right now is like trying to find a needle in the haystack.
Xiaoguang, among the old mining site survivors, is there anyone you've stayed in touch with over the years?
I think we should just reach out to people from back then about the array. Makes sense, I was too young to remember. Maybe someone else still does?
Maybe I've been deliberately avoiding ties to the past. After joining Yunkuei Summit and becoming the Qingming Sword's wielder, my contact with the outside world has become even more limited.
There, I located the list of survivors of the old mining site. Most of them have settled in the Silum Bay area. Lots of survivors. Maybe they have more info. Don't worry, some survivors from the miasma outbreak are now settled in Silum Bay. They might have some information about the array. Silum Bay. I'm pretty familiar with the area. It's crowded and full of all kinds of people. Asking around one by one could take forever. Let me split up so we can cover more ground. No time to waste. I'll go ahead on ahead. Join me when you're all set. Sounds good to me. With the address is ferry found, everyone sets off in different directions. We're here to talk with you, because I don't expect anyone else has some dialogue. Things have changed so much. Back when my brother and I had to stay here, this place was just a haphazard, massive makeshift shelters. Now it feels like a proper settlement. The past fades like dust. It's been years since you faced the past. You've been feeling pretty conflicted right now. Yeah, Ningchuan and the others got here before us, so they must have gone down already, alright? Somehow, now that I'm here, I feel kind of nervous. Doesn't that miner up ahead look kind of familiar? The person we saved earlier, let's start by asking him. Hey guy. Why does music blows on the radio if I know what they're singing? It's a sheepo. I can make out the words Yunkwe Sun and the Wayfind dialect. Well, thanks to the seniors, the rest of the words I know are just things I really can't say out loud. It's hard for me to figure out what they're talking about on the radio, except that it's something about Yunkwe Summit. I'll listen closely to it for a while. Sounds regretful. It's you guys, the ones who saved me. So it's you. Are you feeling better? Much, much better. Thanks to you and your friends. I was just thinking about how to thank you all. Here you are. Don't worry about it. We were simply doing what was right. We're just glad to see that you're safe and sound. We're here today to ask about something if you don't mind. Ask away. If you know anything about it, if I know anything about it, I'll tell you everything. No beating around the bush. But the Ray asked about the rumors regarding deities. Raised divine deities. Why is it always... My old man mentioned it once. For the past few decades, outsiders would show up every now and then. Some who just moved into the staff family quarters and kept sneaking deeper into the mining area. They're always asking the old timers at the mines about stuff from way back when. It's like they're digging in for info about some mystical race or whatever. Did they find anything? I remember there was this guy who spoke real nice and a woman who was always smiling. He went to help treat my old man's illness. They were good people. Once even said something about making progress on whatever they were doing. Then, well, that's when everything went south, didn't it? All those things they tried probably didn't work out. If it had worked, maybe the disaster wouldn't have happened. If there really was such a deity, people wouldn't have died and families wouldn't have been torn apart. Besides the array, do you perhaps remember any other details about the time of the incident 10 years ago? Any detail would help. Other details. Something I remembered recently. When I went to the Hollow, I just wanted to check out my old place. I got stuck before I could make it there, but I did spot the really nice looking white flowers blooming all over. White flowers. I've seen something like that before. Yeah, folks have been saying those white flowers are a good sign that the miasma is receding. Come to think of it, I vaguely remember seeing something similar in the mine shafts where folks worked. Back when we lived in the mining district 10 years ago. Around these white flowers were clean too, no trace of my miasma in sight. Back then, I thought it was fun to hide next to those white flowers whenever I got into trouble with my folks. It felt oddly comforting. Pretty much all there is to it. I heard that the miasma outbreak happened and we couldn't even go home anymore. Not many survived. Some moved from away. Others relocated here. Well, as time passed, we just lost touch. Come to think of it, it's quite coincidence. Recently, besides you, well, you're my savior, so I might as well be honest. Someone else asked me about it. Supposed to be asked, but they typed in an extra H. Sure, that erased stuff too. It was this young man who even gave me a fat sack of hash money. Told me not to breathe a word of this to anyone. Said something about how this info was tied to some dangerous stuff, and couldn't let more people get caught up in it. Can you be Senior Ye? What did he look like? Did he have brown hair, wear glasses, and was dressed in Yunquei Summit training attire? No, it was nothing like that. It was a tall, slim man in black clothes with black hair. There was this certain aura about him. Spoke lightly and was quite generous too. You hadn't saved me, I wouldn't have kept my lips sealed about him. So it wasn't... Don't feel down. It's made some good progress on this trip. Let's check some other places and see what we can find. Justin Yunxing's somewhat anxious voice comes from not far away. Yunxing being held up by someone? But check it out now. It's the old man. Looks like he's from the apartment that was being foreclosed. What are you guys talking about? Oh, metal, isn't that the big guy that girl from back then? Big guy that girl from back then brought home? Really? Rights and wrongs of way back then. All ancient history now. Those he saved, he made lives for themselves. Those he didn't, they're in the ground. Bringing it up now would only stir up trouble. That said, some wounds just won't heal. That murderous aura of his. All those rumors about him being a cold-blooded killer. It's no wonder everyone's on edge. The weapon or monster, the past weighs heavy. Let's focus on the present. They're definitely talking about Banyue. I have important matters to attend to. Please stop pestering me. Hey there, don't leave, friend. I just said I had darkness. I see darkness clouding your vision. There's some trouble, terrible malignance. Wow, malignance locked between those brows of yours. If this great master's calculations are correct, you must have lost a close family member. This weighs heavily on your heart, and you've left unresolved. Great misfortune may befall you. Lucky you met me, just 5,000 dennies. You? What the hell are you talking about? Get out of here. Bridgetell looks embarrassed, but quickly locks eyes with Xiao Guang. He's finding a new target. Hey there, young lady. You have a spiritual aura. Come, let me read your fortune. We can work out a good price. It's fate that we met. This is terrible, a terrible omen. The stars have fallen, the moon is broken, your path is fought with peril, and barely a glimmer of light has been seen in the dark. My lady, you must face a great calamity soon. To overcome this tribulation, you need... What nonsense. I think I need some work. So now you want us to pay to break the curse. Sir, while I'm not great at divination myself, a master who's an expert at... well... Sir, while I'm not a great at divination myself, I am a master who's an expert. Khan is the north, Li is in the south, and I'm sorry, but your compass is wrong. Position of Dwai and Shuan trigrams, they're not quite right either. Another matters to attend to, so we'll take our leave now. Okay, why do I keep running to tough nuts and experts these days? That guy the other day saw right through me too. Little girls aren't so easy to fool anymore. This game's getting harder and harder to pull off. Bridgetell grows frustrated with embarrassment, recalling that tall, dignified young man in black from the other day. Young man, your face speaks noble fortune, but I see a hint of worry between your brows. Let this great master read the fortune I've laid out for you. Hey, don't mess with that. Keep your hands off. Hands off, I say. Victory at all costs. You always said divination was my worst subject, too restless and unfocused to get accurate readings. But this time, I chose to trust in my divination. When words comes, and that wretched creature appears, I will give it my all. Everyone's staring at Banyue Shifu. The atmosphere is getting weirder and weirder. Just going back first. Huh? Right now? I actually want to look around some more. To see if anyone else my brother and I used to know. Why don't you head back first? Don't worry, I'll be back soon. Xiaoguang is so focused on finding her brother that she hasn't even noticed the strange atmosphere. Head back with Banyue Shifu first. Very well. Ah, jeez. Ah, that thing doing here again. Give it down. Don't let us hear us. That thing was crazy good hearing. What if they heard? Ain't no telling the truth. Back at the old mining site, if only we hadn't trusted it. That family of three next door was just steps away. They screamed for help until their voices went hoarse. That thing didn't even blink. But that look in its eyes was cold stone. That's all in the past now. Finally found some peace here in Silent Bay. Let's not stir up any more trouble. Better keep our distance. A lot of people not having a good relationship with Banyue. A spacecraft. Somebody bus body went through all the trouble to fish it out of the raging sea. The rest of the grime on it were washed away. Fortunately, I've never managed to fetch a good price. The eager busybody finally realized the aerospace city was a thing of the distant past. A long time ago, I guess that's an achievement you can get if you look at the spacecraft. These two do nothing. What about the old man? Looks like he's tired. just wants to nap. I don't huff back then just because you made that seaweed mung bean soup too salty. All these years, I never got a chance to taste that soup again. Uncle Hong. Don't worry, Uncle Hong. First, I'm sure we'll definitely keep getting better and better in the future. We had that terrifying miasma. Pulled through, didn't we? I really hope such terrible mining accidents never happen again. When we stick together, there's nothing we can't overcome. Besides, you've always been here to help us out. Young, take this. It's your badge. It's too precious. I can't take it. There's no area badge. It belongs not only to me, but to all my fellow miners who went down in the mines with me back then. Now it's time to pass the responsibility on to you. So nothing story-wise with them, but you always have to wonder, hop in? You can only $1 a day. Cool to get Barcelumic's Insider 2 word investment strategy when the spots available. Final 3 hours to exploit Wi-Fi Penance's bank's ATM loophole. Miss it and you'll be waiting another decade. Holy cow, such a golden opportunity just posted on the wall like that? Anyone else sees this? No way. What if the spots for getting rich are taken? Where's my shovel? I need to scrape off these posters. Sounds like a scam. Must be him. Okay, it really is that heap of scrap. Must have been blind back then. Bringing that thing back from Hollow and treating it like a person. Yeshua treated it with such kindness. Wow. Look at how it repaid her. I was just standing by and watching her die. I wonder if they said it was a killing machine before. Things got no heart. I mean, it didn't even that forbidden fruit tester. Rachel saved such a good thing and brought it back, and now she's gone. Only her brother, her only brother. No one's heard from him in years. Banyue Shifu, what on earth is this? Years ago, I committed an unforgettable sin. The evidence is irrefutable beyond any disputes. Their resentment, their boundless hatred, is the karma I deserve. I must bear it. One day, I shall explain it all to you. Turn to Swimming Temple of Banyue. Explain it now. Nobody's around. Check on him again. Oh my Shifu, what just happened? My apologies. My unannounced visit disturbed others. Wave is mine. Please do not let it trouble you. If these words can ease even a little bit of their pain, then it's a burden I shall bear, or I should bear. In the past that's hard to talk about, better to give him some space. I understand, I won't ask any further, but if you ever want to talk about it, I'll always be there to listen. Thank you. Banyue gives you a grateful look while staying silent. Soon the others return. Everyone gathers to share what they found.
So those white flowers we noticed last time also appeared before the miasma outbreak back then. Xiaoguang's intuition was right. If the white flowers are showing up again, it must be a sign of something. And the array that's been repeatedly mentioned. Some of the survivors remember it, so it seems like it really does exist.
Whether Sarah is after the array for good deed for the day or not, we need to visit the old residential area near the mining site.
Agreed.
Xiaoguang, are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. If the leads brought us there, then it's time I faced the past.
Everyone's prepared, we'll set out.
All right. Once everyone's prepared, we'll set out.
Can we head out now? Let's go. Try to use Dylan, try to use Banyue. We get a third.
Bear witness to the noble principles of the Timefield family.
Ooh. What do we want?
Hey dear, what kind of fun job have you got me into this time?
Whatever you seek, I will devote myself wholeheartedly.
Hello? Please, I'm all ears.
Sure. Sure, this won't work. Double physical.
Bear with me. Got a new ghost story to share?
How about a reading before we go?
Of course.
Master, the route has been mapped. Destination, the old mining site residential area.
Where the mind dwells, the sword follows. The next line of the sword control mantra is reflecting the void, right? No, it should be enlightenment within. Oh, where the mind dwells, the sword follows. Enlightenment within, awakening Jingming.
Oh, finally got it right. Looks like our Xiao Guang is a bit off her game today. Did you do something bad last night and ended up whispering the spell to your pillow in your sleep?
The next part should be stellar circulation? No, wait, it's... Huh? That's strange.
Xiaoguang, you don't look so well. Maybe we should take a break.
No need. I just got a little distracted. Maybe it's because I'm walking this familiar yet strange road again. My mind just can't quite keep up.
Are you sure you're all right? We can take a short break. There's no need to hurry.
The secrets hidden in that place aren't going anywhere. If you're not feeling well today, we can go another day.
I'm okay, really. Stellar circulation. Qingming leads the way. See? I just got distracted earlier. Let's keep moving.
We're getting close. There appears to be a barricade ahead.
What rocks?
Blocked again? Now I kinda understand those customer complaints that keep holding up the line. I'll back you up!
Evil shall be purged!
Switching to business mode.
Okay, there's more. More still. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna talk about the rubble. Yeah, obstacles blocking the bridge, just like last time. For the minecart nearby, use this integration to detonate the flammable ore inside and blow up the obstacle.
Looks like we gotta clear these miasma tumors and find a minecart like that.
We did it. Minecart tracks look more complex than last time. Like we'll need to switch the track between twice to get the Minecraft to the obstacle.
There's a control panel over there.
Leads us to nothing.
Now we can head back and try operating the minecart.
I guess.
Hard to believe it still works after all these years.
It seems that the workers put a lot of heart into making these machines.
There's another one here.
Alrighty, now we're finally. Xiaoguang, why so quiet?
This bridge. I'll take a closer look once the rubble is cleared.
Boom.
Belle, the other side of the bridge is where the residential area used to be.
Bridge leads to where Xiaoguang used to live.
This bridge leads to where Xiaoguang used to live.
This bridge. When we were kids, my brother loved bringing me to the middle of it to play. He said the view of the river was clearest from there. We'd always compete. Whether that was who could throw a stone farthest or make a bigger splash. He always let me win. Back then, the bridge felt so long. Like it went on forever. And it would never end. And on that day, 10 years ago, all I remember is it was dark and noisy. Screams and the sounds of things collapsing. And that suffocating feeling. Like I couldn't breathe or move at all. There was a figure. Tall and steady. Holding me and my brother. It felt safe and reassuring. But also cold. The figure ran swiftly across the bridge, carrying us. I remember the bridge rushing by beneath us, the wind in my ears, and the sound of his heavy footsteps.
That figure was the one who saved you and Senior Ye, right? Do you still remember who it was?
No, I don't. But that was when I realized, in moments of danger, being saved, even in a slightly cold embrace, can bring such deep comfort.
Is that so?
Let's keep going. We'll cross this bridge with you, together, to the other side.
Those floating boulders. I feel like I've seen them before. They must have some special use.
I wish they'd fall someday and put an end to every creature that gets in our way.
Swift yet still. Scatter.
Just not. It's fine.
There are even more of those white flowers. The further we go, the more there are.
I'm on it.
This won't take much.
Your fate is sealed.
Seems to be white flowers here compared to everywhere else we've been through.
Those stone lion statues over there. They're completely different from how I remember them. This place used to be so lively.
Time truly is relentless. Just 10 years, and the statues over there have already eroded so much. The wind whistling through these empty windows almost sounds like weeping.
It feels so empty and desolate.
I want to take a look around on my own for a bit.
That's probably for the best. Everyone should take a look around. Banyue, I heard you used to come here to help out. Why are you so quiet now that you've returned, Banyue?
I would remain silent, seemingly deep in thought.
Ever since we've entered this area, Shifu has been unusually quiet. Perhaps he sensed something.
The stone lion statue is covered in cracks as Banyue gazes at its base. Stream of past memories flickers deep within his core. Vicious substance detected. Risk assessment 0%. Composition analysis. Fructose. Plant fiber. Metal fingers sink into the deep red, orange-red pulp, sticking to the mechanical joints. Technical feedback. Contact with soft object. Classification. Human gift.
Here, take these. They're homemade dried persimmons. Really sweet.
Whoa, Mom! I can't see it, but he's not even sure if he can eat them.
Oh, thank you.
See that? I told you he can understand us.
Thanks a lot, big guy. Because you helped clear the collapsed tunnel, the kids can all go home for dinner.
Here, this is for you.
Pale wildflower suddenly wedged into the joint of the mechanical arm. Strange warmth spreads along the arm plate. It's the heat from a human palm.
I don't know where you come from, and this old lady can't even see what you look like. This suit of armor feels awfully cold to the touch, but I know there's a warm heart beneath it all.
Are you able to tell us what we should call you?
Normal core temperature fluctuations. Purge unit type 0 command. Suppress miasma at all costs. Overridden. Banyue's core emotion module permanently activated. It should name. Rebirth.
Your fate is sealed.
Get them out of here. The ethereals around here have been pretty much cleared out. I think I'll walk by myself, see if I can find anything. But up to doing some investigating, maybe we'll find something. Indeed. Proceed with caution. A strange presence over here. I want to explore all over. Can't even see the map. Maybe there's no map to begin with. Ooh, slightly closed door. There they are. I hate the sense that you speak of. From your words, it sounds like not just anyone can pave it. Split, Shunyun. Of course, only the devout one can completely surrender its body and soul, anchoring themselves solely to their supreme will, consents of their presence, invoke their descent. You're beating around the bush. Don't tell me you still don't trust me. I hoped you locate to the array, so you should give me more concrete detail. We said when the creator descends, only I can determine where they'll appear. This is my sacred honor, and also a boundary cannot be crossed. You need only follow in my footsteps. Even if someone were to tail us here like rats, trying to watch us in greed, it would be all in vain. It would all be in vain. If we go any further, you won't be able to hide that side of yourself anymore, or face who you really are, Yishuan. Just remember this, everything comes with a price. What you cherish, what you protect, what you fear to lose, perhaps they can all become the nourishment that feeds the new order. Illusion ends here. That was a vision of my brother and Sarah? Another thing happened before, seems to be related to the miasma reaction with me. It happened before, something in me seems to trigger a reaction with the miasma. Regarding these scenes in the past, but I'm not sure how it works or how accurate they are. This is a recreation of the past, judging by where the vision appeared and what they said. The race most likely somewhere beyond that door. When my brother spoke, and that feeling of briefly touching the past, what we saw must have been a glimpse of something that really happened. think he's sad. I know my brother better than anyone. And he speaks that way when he's calmly planning something in his head. There's no concrete evidence yet, but I think we can at least rule out the worst case scenario. They must have had other motives, just like we suspected. Will you trust me on this? Mr. Xiaoguang, I trust Senior Ye too. Mr. Jasmine Xiaoguang, and I trust Senior Ye too. We keep following their trail. I'm sure we'll figure out why he hasn't sent word back yet. Yeah, they went through this door. This door. Xiaoguang pushed the door, but it won't budge. It seems blocked.
It seems to be locked.
How do you open it again? Back then, one of the neighborhood uncles set up a secret lock to keep the kids out. But later, some of the older kids overheard the password.
Xiaoguang, do you remember something?
Xiaoguang, did you remember something?
I thought that after so many years, and with all the chaos back then, I wouldn't remember much. Yet the moment I got here, some memories just came back on their own. If we walk a bit further back and go upstairs, there should be a platform. Dad would sometimes sit there, and I'd run over, cling to his back, and ask him to tell me stories. He said every star was once an extinguished miner's lamp, and that the lumite ore mined from the tunnels was made from stars dreaming and falling to the earth. I later realized he feared the miners who died in the miasma would be forgotten. Just like now, how I'm afraid of forgetting his voice.
We know now that my brother and Sarah went beyond this door. We don't want to break it or anything around it unless it's absolutely necessary.
Why don't you check out the other places first? Let me think a bit. Maybe I'll remember.
We regroup. If I still can't remember how to open it, we can consider other ways to get through, okay? Xiaoguang's wish to protect your childhood home, I'll check other places first.
Alright, I'll check other places first. Stay safe, and don't push yourself too hard.
Like, is she still at the party? She is. Because of course she is.
Go on. Hate. The monster who stood by and let death through.
She's Dylan. Think you got a dark past? It's filled with children's laughter and joy, now covered by a thick layer of dust. Even after being abandoned for years and ravaged by disaster, you can still clearly feel the dedication of its original designer. The region of this small area was carefully planned out just to carve out a lively playground for the next generation. This is harsh mining district life. Heavily resisting being forgotten, announcing to the world that people have once strived so hard to put down roots and live here, infusing joy and hope into their ordinary days. And Dylan.
Ugh, it's so quiet here. It's giving me the creeps. Dylan, have you found anything?
Quiet. I suppose so. But in a place where people struggle just to get by, quiet can mean something else. Either too hungry to speak, or holding their breath to what's happening outside. If it weren't swallowed by the hollow, even an abandoned place like this would still have some signs of life. The scurrying of mice inside the walls, the drip of leaking pipes, and the wind whistling through the broken window cracks.
His calm expression sits replaced by a complex gaze blending concentration with a strange sense of understanding. He hesitates for a moment, showing a hint of confusion.
Under what circumstances would a person feel thankful toward their killer?
Thankful? Towards their killer? That's pretty heavy. Why ask something like that all of a sudden? Did you hear something again?
I asked first. Aren't you going to answer my question?
Thanking their killer. Maybe it's for a sense of release? Like when someone's trapped in despair and suffering. Or perhaps it marks the end of revenge, making the killer live on with that guilt. That's a punishment harsher than death. There's another possibility. Sometimes, only by dying yourself can the person you care about most keep on living.
Only by dying yourself can the one you care about most keep on living?
Finn comes to a stop. The island seems lost in thought. Well, that was a heavy topic to talk about. Fallon sort of showing her true self to Belle or Wise. Hey, no, they're both over here. Running with a strange vibe. Some of the building ruins and wall sections are unusually smooth, unlike natural breaks. Stretches look more like they were carved by some kind of sharp winged tip. Are there any winged monsters around here? Run away.
Do you hear the bones wailing? This shell has long been overloaded. You couldn't even feel the softness of flowers and grass. Why bother playing the fool who guards the spring? Why keep moving forward with a broken vessel? You still have an easier, happier choice. No more shackles of atonement. No more chains of duty. Exile into nothingness is the most complete repayment for those sins. It's you.
What's wrong?
Banyue Shifu, what's wrong?
I think I just heard a strange, eerie voice.
One Dylan mentioned before, a strange.
Is it that weird voice Dylan mentioned before? If it's back again, is something off here?
Yes, I can sense extremely strong miasma behind these walls. That voice creeps in quietly and clouds the mind. It would be best to keep your guard up. I've also noticed something peculiar. The miasma is thick here, but when we approach the field of white flowers, it seems as if the corruption dissipates.
Now that you mention it, I have the same feeling. So the miasma thinning out like an ebbing tide isn't as natural as it looks. It's like the white flowers are guiding the miasma to collect in one direction.
Strange, with white flowers, weird voices. Something's definitely off in this hollow. Xiaoguang and I even saw visions near the door of Sarah and Senior Ye heading deeper inside. Well, the guess is right. The array they were looking for should be in that same direction. In that case, it's too dangerous to just rush in blindly. Wait for everyone to finish investigating, then regroup before deciding our next move. Hello, Senior Ye. Why, there's still no response. Comes to that point, I'll have no choice but to. Villager Senior Ye seems to be secretly waiting for something.
Let's return to the central area up ahead and regroup with everyone.
Eternal vigil. The Creator's sacred edict.
Oh. Hello.
Why are there sacrifices here? I've never seen ones like these. Could it be Sarah's doing?
This one bears a strange aura. It feels off.
Why does it feel like it's so...
What a nuisance. Evil shall be purged.
The miasma here is so intense.
Such a vicious aura. That attack's dangerous. Don't rush in. Find a way to counter it.
Save your lessons for your obedient little students. Banyue, forward! Turn around! Smash them!
Reality and illusion.
Brains are ready.
Can't get through? Try again! Hello? This is the end for you! Unleash!
An opportunity. Obliterate form and spirit. Keep your guard up.
I've got your back! A thousand visions!
Insignificant grapples.
All right.
Inadequate.
Vision!
End this hatred! Burn all these!
You boys, stop turn! Intercept! Huh? Wait! The one with the flanks! Unleash! Premiums!
Evil shall be purged.
The Creator's voice.
There we go. After sacrifices are defeated.
The Creator's call.
The miasma's getting thicker. Be careful.
Enough sneaking around! Show yourself!
Hurry up and pack your stuff. What's there to be so sentimental about in this dump? It's all gonna be swallowed by the hollow anyway.
What's the rush? Didn't city management say they've hired some powerful medium? They said we just need to draw a lot and it'll all be fine.
Let's go. Time to draw lots. Fong, where's that little tag-along of yours?
Auntie Fong.
It's me. Why are you hiding here? You haven't eaten, have you? Everyone's gone ahead already. We should go too once you've eaten something.
Those people were just talking about drawing lots. What's that?
Ah, don't be scared. I'm right here for you. That drawing lots thing is just for show. Nothing's going to happen to you, Dylan.
Evacuate? Nonsense. If we just choose one person, use them as a shell, and borrow their life, I can guarantee everyone's safety. Each person values their own life. That's precisely why we are drawing lots to decide. All right, fair and square. Everybody's happy. The heavens have already made their choice. It is you, unlucky girl.
Don't be sad, Auntie Fong. I'm okay.
I just wanted to live! Why?
This is the end. It's too late now. Too late! All I ever wanted was just to live an ordinary life.
My last wish.
Alive. You were already dead, and I'm going to die soon.
That's not what you said. So what would it be? For me, I'd wish that the medium keeps her word. But if I die, everyone else will be saved.
That trick. Who knows how many times they pulled that one? Now, we're all gonna die!
I should have evacuated it. Why did I ever believe that crap about a shell and borrowing lives? Those scamming bastards! And that old wretch who made us draw lots. They'll pay for this with their lives!
Draw lots. Scamming. Oh, going to die. Auntie Fong! No, I have to think. Figure out a way to get out of the hollow. I must warn her.
Over here! This way!
Follow these voices. I have to get out. I have to tell Auntie Fong. That medium and those people from the outside, they're lying.
How could this happen? Where's that
idea. What do you have to say about this?
I thought I'd found someone to die in my stead. But who could have known?
Dylan! 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 Dylan!
I don't think that's supposed to happen. Okay. Are you okay? I kept calling your name, but you wouldn't respond. What happened to you?
I'm fine. I fell into their trap. I got careless.
Dylan, Banyue Shifu, are you alright?
After that sacrifice disappeared, you both just froze in place. No matter how we tried to get your attention, you wouldn't respond. We were really worried.
Was that voice back again?
Yes.
What did it say?
Just alluring whispers meant to worm into my mind, tried to tempt me into giving away my power.
Huh. Could it mean the creator's call? That the sacrifice mentioned was really from the actual creator? But why is the voice only targeting me and Banyue? You guys really haven't heard anything since we entered this area? A voice that sounds like your own whispering in your head?
A voice like my own? No, I haven't heard anything like that. But when you two froze, the Qingming sword reacted slightly in its case. The case was sealed by Shifu herself. This is the first time I've seen it react like that.
That's even more interesting. Seems something else in this hollow has had its eye on us while we've been searching for the array in Yashuyan. Who knows why it's here, but whatever it is, chances are it's not some merciful deity. Anything that messes with our minds like that isn't here to save anyone.
There's an unknown presence lurking in this hollow. Even someone as strong as Banyue Shifu got caught by it.
I really want to keep following my brother's trail, but...
This isn't the time for me to be reckless. With so much at stake, and for everyone's safety, we should report back to Yunquei Summit before proceeding further. Shifu and the Elders know Limnian Hollow better than anyone. Someone may know what's behind all this.
Xiaoguang's got a point. Plus, the miasma is really thick behind the barrier, and that weird voice could come back any time. We'd better get out of here.
I agree. Having that voice keep crawling into my head, it's starting to get on my nerves.
Banyue Shifu? Well, what do you think?
Moe takes one last look at the sealed gate and nods. After returning to Sweeping Temple, Zhao Guang tells the mystics there what's going on.
So you're Ye Xingguang, the one who inherited the Qingming sword at a young age. I've heard that your talent really stands out among the younger generation of Yunquei Summit, and that you might even be the most likely to become a Void Hunter.
That's more praise than I deserve. Everyone, it was my recklessness that kept me from realizing how serious the situation was. I shouldn't have kept things from you. I owe all of you a sincere apology.
Sorry, everyone. I wanted to wait until we had some leads on Senior Ye's whereabouts before telling the truth. I never thought we'd come across something like that weird miasma fluctuation.
After our trip to the Hollow, I understand just how serious the situation really is now. It concerns the safety of Waifei Peninsula, so I can't hide things anymore.
But please trust me, though I don't have evidence to prove it. My brother must have a reason for covering his tracks and for being so seen alongside Sarah. No, he wouldn't betray us.
We grew up together. No one knows him better than I do. He's honorable and loyal. He would never abandon his morals or hurt others for selfish gain.
Xiaoguang, Junior, we understand how you feel. We all know what kind of person Senior Ye is. We've already contacted Yishuan Shifu. She's tied up with some other important matters at the moment, but she'll head here as soon as she can. Until then, the decision rests with her.
Thank you for your trust. There's no need to be so formal. Just call me Xiaoguang like before. And please, help us get to the bottom of the abnormal miasma fluctuation before Shifu arrives.
Of course, we'll do everything we can. But Xiaoguang, For now, you should remain here at Ban Temple. Junior Belle, please stay with her.
Huh? Yishuan Shifu specifically requested that you not take part in the investigation under any circumstances.
What? But...
I'm sorry. We'll head out and start investigating with the other mystics at first light tomorrow. You just wait here for our return, alright?
With that, Xingyan leaves together with the other disciples. Xiao Guang is left standing there, hands clasped together, while tightly together, her expression clouded with helplessness.
It's always like this.
Yishuan Shifu was worried. About my safety, I understand. I've always understood. Shifu cares for me deeply. Even with Shifu's personally crafted seal on the sword case, she's constantly worried that the power of the Xingming sword might spiral out of control. Worried that I might end up like her sister, High Preceptor Yishuan. And having to stay behind everyone, keep being kept safe, watching everyone just face danger while I can only wait, it's just... that gloomy look on your face, you hardly seem like the Yishuan I know. Being able to face any situation with composure, isn't that the kind of person you are? Guang, way too tense after everything that happened today. What you need most right now is to get some proper rest and recharge. We rest for now, let's ready to receive tomorrow's news. Sorry, I've troubled everyone again. I'll get some rest today. Story done. Which me does wonder how much of this story is left. Internet. But the journey. Just Belle's face. For an orange night's rest, to cast a stone into the abyss. Yeah, what were those achievements? Evos. Observe the lost spacecraft in Silent Bay. Attack. When fighting Sacrifice Covenant's Guardian, clear its miasmic shield within 25 seconds after it enters miasmic field. After it enters miasmic field. Yeah. Sure. 234 for Twitch drops. Twitch drop for free. Just watch me. Daily task. Board. Keep going. Story. Get ready for bed. Optional. Chat with Xiao Guang for more. Alright. You gone to bed yet? I just wanted to come see you again. Alright, just feeling a bit down again, but after everyone's comforting words, I feel so much better. Now, sure. At least those two illusions today gave us a clear picture. I'm exhausted from running around with me these past couple of days. Go get some rest. Alright. After a long day, the bed seems to whisper, "Come, rest your mortal coil." That's what you're meant to do right now. Like falling into clouds gently seeking, surrounded by tenderness, you drift off into dreams. Under the cover of nights, there are still those who remain awake in violent heights.
Huh.
This is unexpected. You let that insignificant little pond go free. Such mercy. Doesn't quite fit the image of someone hell-bent on revenge, ready to die alongside their nemesis. Just insignificant pawns they have in one tell. Their life or death won't affect the bigger picture, nor to cut off every loose end. On the path to meet the Creator, any impious noise must be thoroughly purified. Just like those traitors who once basked in divine grace yet harbored doubts, daring to commit blasphemy, they are now very quiet, utterly quiet. As for you, showing mercy to even a little pawn, how can I trust you won't go soft on Banyue at the crucial moment? Perhaps hesitate when it comes to your own ending. Whether you trust me or not means nothing to me. I've said it before, making Banyue pay in blood is my punishment for him. The ending I've written for myself, carrying the same punishment as him. How ironic. Don't tell me that you're still clinging to that pathetic illusion of a master-disciple bond. Don't make me laugh. Pointless probing. We're just using each other to get what we want. My decisions are none of your business. Don't get too hung up on your so-called god, puppet. Better pay attention to those who keep in your company. For your sake, you better pray your creator is really as omniscient as you claim. Yeshuan? These little schemes are insignificant. The creator has foreseen his fangs, and I shall be the final link to fulfill the creator's prophecy. Yeshuan's very existence, his every choice, even those futile acts of defiance, all will be woven into the grand tapestry, becoming a distinctive stroke of color in the final masterpiece. Everything will return at journey's end. The lingering warmth of conspiracy gradually dissipates in the morning light of Banyue Heights. A new day dawns upon Zoibian Temple, still unaware of last night's undercurrents carrying mysteries and looming threats.